It is 11:27. One thing about me, I like to engage people on the road. I like to engage drivers, okay? I like to speak with drivers on the road, public transport, people who drive long journeys, Uber drivers, both, Okada men, keke napep, maybe I really love to engage them. They have the best stories ever. I mean, their stories are wow. So this man, I stopped this man and then he carried me, carried my baby, he was taking us home and something happened. I don't know what about this conversation. I don't know how it started. But he started telling me about his wife and how despite the economy, they are able to manage their finances and they are fairly stable and they are doing well. Okay. I think he was talking about how much he makes as a keke driver. And he was like, oh, thank God he's a keke driver. He makes a lot of money. He's comfortable. At the end of the weekend, he gives money to his wife for cooking for the week or for the weekend. And then he helps her, he supports her business too from time to time with money because she is also contributing to the finances of the family. Right? Nice. And then I don't know what happened. Next day, he started telling me about how he met his wife. And this is where it gets interesting. Bring your popcorn. All right. So it was in the early 2000s. Yeah, we're still kids. Yeah, your 20s, we're still kids. You know? And then his cousin, in his what? His cousin's sister called him from the east. She schools in the east. I mean, she was schooling in the east. And then she called him and was like, I'm coming over to your house for the holidays. Well, she didn't call him with her phone. I think she didn't have a phone or her phone was dead or something like that. I don't know about the story or he didn't state it. I can't tell. But she used her, I think, roommate's phone. Apparently, she used someone else's phone to call him. And when she did, while she was speaking with him, he heard the owner of the phone's voice in the background and he was like, who has that voice? Ah, have good voice. Have good voice. So of course your voice is like, I don't know, have good voice basically. So he was like, I love that voice. I want to talk to the owner of that voice. And his cousin was like, no, you won't. You that like women too much, all of that. And he was like, what do you mean by that? He meant he's not a promiscuous person. He doesn't follow women. Why would his cousin say about him? He was really not having it. But the cousin was not having it, so she wasn't going to give him the lady's number. I mean, about that, give the lady the phone to speak to him. So they agreed. I'm coming to your house. Coming to Lagos. I'll spend the time in your house for the holiday. And he agreed. And he dropped the call. After he dropped the call, he gave it some time. That same day, if he wants to, he would. That same day, he called back, and this time the owner of the phone, the owner of the voice, picked. And when she picked, he was like, okay, are you the owner of the phone? And she said yes. And he was like, okay, I wanted to talk to you. He said, we don't talk to your cousin. He said, no, I want to talk to you. And she was like, okay. And he said, I like you. I like your voice. He has not seen her. Remember, it was in the early 2000s. There was no smartphone, so they couldn't do a video call. She couldn't send pictures or anything like that. Okay. And I was like, I like your voice. I want to see you. Can you come with my cousin to Lagos when she's coming? It's giving. I don't know what it is giving, but it's giving something. And she was like, no, I can't do that. I don't even know you and anything like that. So that's where the war began. Instead to apply pressure on his cousin. Please convince your friend to come with you to my house. And then you call the friend. Please come, I want to see you. Wow. And the lady later agreed. I think he said he had a 2-bedroom then or something like that. But his cousin came with the girl. Gang. Okay, so with his cousin around and the girl around, he had to play his cards right. So first thing, he took them to his place of work. Then he had a 9 to 5, and then he took them to his place of work. While he was there, he would get them lunch, get them snacks. So basically getting them lots of things. And then when they are back home, he'll get things ready. He'll make food, you know, trying to settle the ground for her. He was making everything, and the girl was not showing him any form of great life. And he was like, how far? People are about to go, and you have not responded. You're not saying anything. You're not, you get. And she was like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. And he said, okay, he wanted them to start a relationship. And the girl was like, she's not up for that. And he's like, what is it? She said, right now, anything he wants to do, if he's not going to get married to her, she's not up for that. And he's like, marry. All right, let's go and see your father. Just like that. Let's go and see your father. And okay, they went to meet her father. The father was like, no. They are both from the east. So he's like, I don't like the states he's from, something like that. And they will start back and forth. Eventually, the man agreed, but sadly, he passed on before the wedding day. I do not know them. He just shared the story with me, and I felt, that was sad for her. They kept on. Now this is where it gets interesting. He starts to tell me his wife is the best thing that's happened to him in this world. He can't imagine his life without his wife. I mean, I know an expressive man. I hope this is expressive to her. But like his wife is the best thing. He can never cheat on his wife. He loves his wife. His wife is perfect. His wife is this. His wife is that. His wife is this. His wife is that. He now turned and look at me. We are fine. But my wife is way finer than you. I'm like, Uncle, sir, and this man is quite elderly, you know. I think this was like 2005, 2006, what he was mentioning. How old was I then? I was very little girl. So, Uncle, what happened? What did I carry? What did I throw? I don't know how beautiful that woman would be, but I feel so happy for her that she has that kind of love in her life. And I wish that for you. Yes, you as watching this. I wish that for you. Alright. Don't forget to subscribe. I share. I don't know. I'm just starting my YouTube page, and so a whole lot of things are new to me. But I'll be sharing stories like this from my interactions with riders, drivers, and likes. And I hope stay tuned for more. Same channel, same station, different timing. Bye.